And welcome, folks, to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Turnerville office. And we are set for some more American Legion baseball coming your way after Breckenridge kept their season alive with a walk-off victory yesterday against Wheaton. Actually jumped out on Wheaton with the first 5 runs of the game, and then Wheaton actually stormed back to tie it up, but Breckenridge was able to bring in Logan Church off of a Riley Kappas bunt for the game-winning run to move on to this one, where they'll take on Morris here, post 29 at Parker's Prairie, and then the winner of this game turns around to play Parker's Prairie to try to keep their season alive. And Parker's Prairie obviously has not lost a game here in the tournament at this point, but time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We'll start off with Morris, who are coached by Brandon Jurgensen. They got Andrew Marty at the top of the order. He wears number 3 and is behind the plate. Number 1, Ben Hallman, will be at right field and batting second. And then Ozzie Jerome batting third. He's playing short, wearing number 18. Hunter Smith in the cleanup spot. He's wearing number 11 and playing third base. And then Travis Buss, number 7, is playing position 7 over in left field, batting fifth. Riley Sato is wearing number 31, playing center field. Braden Carlson, he wears number 14 and is on the hill today. Jack Latendra over at first base wears number 17. And then Davis Mundall wears number 22 and is at second base at the bottom of the order. Owen Nesvig is a substitute, as is Tyson Grove for Morris. And then for Breckenridge, post 53, Cooper Roberts once again at the top of the order. He'll be playing third base and wearing number 2. Logan Church, number 12, is the first baseman for this squad. Jackson Riggs over at catcher wearing number 22. Riley Kappas, number 11, on the hill once again today, starting back-to-back days as they only had him throw 30 pitches yesterday. They jumped on him 5-0 once again, so they were taking advantage of it, trying to keep the pitch count down. They used 4 pitchers with Cooper Roberts doing a bulk of the heavy lifting. Loop back to these starters now. We got Paul Armitage batting fifth, wearing number 16. He's in right field. Gavin Hoffer, coming off a big day yesterday. He plays second base and wears number 9. Had 2 RBIs as well as 2 hits and 2 runs scored as well. Lawson Oliphant, he'll be in center field wearing number 1. Batting 7th, Charlie Craychaw batting 8th, playing short. And wearing number 7, Jacob Nicholson at the bottom of the order will be DHing, wearing number 5. And it looks like we are going to be doing the American League. Or, by the way, substitutes for Breckenridge include Connor Ernst, Easton Eppel, Gabe Armitage, Jackson Lopez, and Jordan Teberg. Brecken Anderson will be in left field, wearing number 8, being DH4 by Jacob Nicholson once again. And thought we were about to dive into the national anthem, so we'll take a quick break here. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you off. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need
or heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest, and use it when you need it. With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
And welcome back as we wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986 once again. And at the dish to start up the game, we got Cooper Roberts. Roberts waits the delivery, too far outside and low for ball one. Doing the pitching duties once again is Braden Carlson for Morris, post 29. Apologies, it says post 80 on the scoreboard if you're watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. It looks like that one is also going to be too low in the zone for ball two for Roberts. Scored a big run for them yesterday. And 3 straight balls from Carlson. Shaking off those nerves here in a winner-go-home game. The victor stays here at Parkersbury to play the host team. And a shot down the middle for strike one. 3-1 count for Cooper Roberts. We'll see how picky he's going to be. Heavily favored in the at-bat, and he's going to chop that one down the third base line. Jack Heidemann, head coach, will throw it back over to the pitcher. So now a full count. Roberts waiting the payoff pitch. And too far outside for ball four. Roberts will take his base. And Logan Church heads up to the plate. Had 2 hits yesterday. Got on base by slapping a single over to right field in the bottom of the 7th inning, and got brought around to score after swiping second base and getting moved over by a couple bunts. That is how he came in to score. Speaking of bunts, that's what Church is going to do right now. Going to try to beat it out over at first and sacrifice bunt. There was a little bit of trouble on it. Didn't get scooped up right away, but a nice small ball play there to get Cooper Roberts over to second. After the 1-3 put out, we have Jackson Riggs. Riggs with a man in scoring position. And 1 out. Here against Morris, post 29. A game hosted at Parker's Prairie. Kind of a chillier day as we get ball one outside, but I don't think you're going to hear anybody complain about it. I'm all right with the breeze. Even if there isn't really any sunshine, or not a whole lot of sunshine going on, I don't think you're going to get a lot of complaints. It's kind of perfect weather. Feels like a morning game, even though we are just a hair past noon, and Jackson Riggs swinging a miss to make it a 1-1 count for number 2-2 at the plate. Cooper Roberts on second base as Riggs will pop that to right center field. Right fielder's going to haul it in. for out number 2. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Riley Kappas. Riley Kappas, we announced yesterday, was an all-conference honorable mention for the Minnesota Lakes Conference, as was Cooper Roberts, and then making the all-conference team for the lone selection for Post 53 was Connor Ernst, who's out of this game after suffering an injury the last time Breckenridge and Morris met earlier this week when Morris bested Breckenridge 6-1. Their only loss in the postseason so far as Breckenridge is 1-1. Morris was defeated by Parkers Prairie yesterday. 0-1 or 0-1 is the count for Riley Kappas. And 2 lone outside. Morris infield really seemed to like that spot. 1-1 count. Kappas, good hold on that one. 2-1 count with a man on second. Kappas going to line that one to center. Head coach Jack Heidman's going to send the runner home. And he's going to make it in. An RBI single, and Riley Kappas took second on the throw. Kappas coming through big time for his squad for the first run of the game. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, Breckenridge striking first. Now Kappas is on second with Paul Armitage. Going to try to do the same. Drives this one to right center field, and it is going to be a diving grab for the out. Out number 3 after a fantastic line drive from Armitage, but Breckenridge is able to get 1 run in. 1 hit and 1 left on. No errors and 1 run scores. You're listening to Breckenridge Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Make sure your vehicle is road trip ready and save big at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Receive up to $40 in rebates on select brake rotors and brake pads. Up to $30 in rebates on select wipers. Up to $20 in rebates on select batteries. And up to $50 engine and cabin big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. For more savings, visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
And welcome back. Breckenridge strikes first. And Morris looking to respond. Their first time at the plate. 1-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here in Parkers Prairie. In an elimination game. And at the plate is Andrew Marty. Leadoff man for Morris, the left-handed hitter. He's going to foul this one off. 1-1 is the count. Riley Kappas starting for the second day in a row. Don't see that very often, but they were able to pull him after 30 pitches yesterday. And they got 30 pitches out of Jackson Riggs. And Cooper Roberts got almost everything until Logan Church came in to get the final 2 outs. 1-2 count after that nice shot from Kappas. Marty awaits the 1-2 delivery, and that one's going to go too far outside and low. trying to catch that outside corner, but we'll have to try again. 2-2. And too far outside. Post 53 going with the blue jerseys today. The red sides. Had the red ones that matched Wheaton yesterday, which was driving me nuts. This one is driven to left field. After going in originally, we got Brecken Anderson dropping back to haul it in for the first out. And the number 2 hitter for Morris, post 29, once again. Apologies for the wrong post number on there from yesterday's scoreboard, but we got Ben Hallman coming up to bat. After the Marty pop-up, and we got a quick meeting on the mound. I'm not sure what had happened, if someone got banged up or... Guess we'll get some clarification. Like I tell my kid, if it's important, they'll tell you. Otherwise, you might not need to know. We're just going to keep it rolling. Ben Hallman. The nice outside shot for strike one looking. Ben Hallman and Ozzie Jerome due up for the first 3 for Morris, post 29. As this one is going to be popped up to right field, where Logan Church is going to squeeze it for the out number 2. Back-to-back pop-ups. Riley Kappas, that's kind of his specialty. Not exactly always racking up the strikeouts, but pop-ups and ground-outs abound. We'll see if that's going to continue to be the case for Ozzie Jerome. So he watches one land outside on the corner for strike one. Jerome. A 1 count. Now 1-1. And the throwback. Get back to where it needed to be, so let's take a little pause here. 1-1 count. Second left-handed batter that Riley Kappas has seen already. And swung on a miss with the off-speed. 1-2 count. Must have heard I said he's not a guy who racks up strikeouts. He said, I'm going to go try to get one now. 1-2 count. Ozzie Jerome awaits the pitch. And that one lined hard to right field, and Paul Armitage making the grab. Apologies that you weren't able to get that with the camera, but after 1 inning of play and 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs, no errors. And we have a 1-0 score after 1 inning. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live per the I3G Sports Network.
So what's in a name? Well, plenty when it comes to decisions about assisted living.
When it was time for Mom to make that move, we looked at a ton of options.
Everywhere we looked, there was something cold and impersonal. Then we found Twin Town Villa.
What we found at Twin Town Villa was completely different. They gently nurture their residents' identities, they help them hold their dignity, and they do it all with loving respect.
Twin Town Villa is a building filled with people, not numbers.
Twin Town Villa, building respect and dignity, one resident at a time.
I promote specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
And welcome back after 1 inning of play. Breckenridge with a 1-0 lead against Morris, post 29. Now they're back at the dish with Gavin Hoffert stepping up to the plate. Watches ball 1 go by. Riley Kappas played at Breckenridge's first run with a single in the first. Back-to-back balls thrown by Braden Carlson. got the start today. And that one on the upper part of the zone for strike one. 2-1 count for Gavin Hoffert. Looking to stay hot at the plate after a multi-hit day yesterday. Leaves that one upstairs. Has the 3-1 advantage. Cooper Roberts was able to draw a walk yesterday, and a very nice drive to center field, but is going to be hauled in for the out. Some good contact by Hopper, but did not find a spot, so that brings up Lawson Oliphant. Oliphant got a bunt single yesterday. And we'll see what he's got due up for his first plate appearance today. Coming up to the plate after him is going to be Charlie Kraychott due up for this inning, and we got another bunt attempt from Oliphant. But if you guys do remember when he had to scrap the bunting and he got to slap one to center field, he drove it quite far. Everybody was hoping that was going to find a gap because with Lawson's speed, that would have definitely been 2 at least, maybe 3. Oliphant slaps that over the second baseman for the single. And Lawson Oliphant gives Breckenridge their second hit of the day. Brings up Charlie Kraychott. Kraychott, who came through at the plate on 2 separate occasions yesterday for RBI hits. 3 of them on the day. 3 RBIs, I should say. Strike one for Kraychott. Oliphant once again on first. See if he's going to be taken off to second. And that one sails outside for ball 1. 1-1 count for Charlie Kraychott. Head coach Jack Heidemann giving the sign. We'll see if one of those was a steal sign. And it is not. Swung on and miss from Kraychott. 1-2 count. Oliphant on first. And he's off to second. Pitches outside, and the throw is not in time. One hop there, but it was close. If maybe the ball just had a little more steam when it bounced, maybe it would have got there, but I don't know. Because it looked like the throw was going to beat him there by a mile, but then maybe he died on the grass a little bit. But either way, Lawson Oliphant into scoring position with the stolen base. Two count. Too high to fill the count for Kraychott. Payoff pitch coming from Braden Carlson. Kraychott pops that up back to the pitcher, who hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. And Jacob Nicholson stepping into the batter's box for the first time today. DHing for Brecken Anderson. Braden Carlson tries going with the fastball on the upper middle part of the zone, but went too high. 1-0 count. Oliphant once again on second. Swung on a miss from Nicholson. Nice level swing. See if he can find a spot. The 1-1 count. Swung on a miss on the inside curveball. Now a 1-2 count. Oliphant on second. Top of the order on deck. And that one's going to graze Nicholson, and he'll take his base. Maybe it actually, hit him. I was going to say grazed, but, I'm not the guy who got hit by a pitch. So, I'll just say who was struck by a ball. And he heads down to first base. Up comes Cooper Roberts, who walked his first time through in the last inning. This time he's going to drive this to center field for a hit. And Jack Heideman's going to send his man home, and he's going to get in safely. Lawson Oliphant coming in off of the Cooper Roberts liner to center field. For Breckenridge's second run of the day. And apologies. Just realized I haven't updated the inning. Got caught up making some amendments to my stat sheet. So we'll make sure to also change that, as Logan Church will pop this one up to the third baseman for the final out of the bottom of the second. Right when I changed it, of course, we wrap up the second inning. You're listening to American Legion Baseball. Breckenridge leading 2-0 as we head into the third. Morris post 29 looking to respond.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge. Find them online at Guy Miller Realty.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back. Apologies. Got nervous there and thought that I was a little late on the change there, but we are starting the bottom of the second. These neutral sites mess me up here as we got a line out to right field to start it off. So now up to the plate is Travis Buss. After the Hunter Smith line out, Paul Armitage making back-to-back putouts. That is how the first inning was wrapped up. Riley Kappas has retired the first four batters. Also has an RBI hit on the day. Let's give Breckenridge their 2-0 lead here over post 29 from Morris. And this one is going to be a grounder to the shortstop, which is going to get booted by Crenshaw. Number 7 with the error, and number 7 getting on base with Travis Buss. Brings up number 7 in the order, Riley Sato. Sato's got a man on first base runner of the day for Morris. Sato drills that one toward his team's dugout. And that got post 29 moving. Kappas about to fire the 0-1 pitch. A nice shot there for strike 2. Riley Sato has an 0-2 count and a man on first. 1 out. Kappas. There's the 0-2 pitch, and didn't miss by much. It's a good miss from Kappas. 1-2 count. One out on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and that one is going to be a hard line drive to center field for the single. Brings up Braden Carlson. As Travis Buss also moved over to second. That is the first hit of the day for Morris. Breckenridge would love to turn a double play here and wrap up the inning. Riley Kappas too far inside for ball one. Kappas gives the runner a glance at second. Delivers home with the off speed. And Charlie Craychaw going for the 6-4 turn, and they're just going to have to be able to get that one. So they get the runner from first. Riley Sato is out on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Those two turned to double play yesterday, and then Craychaw was also in on a double play on a soft fly ball that he fired over to Jackson Riggs at third base for the other double play. And now popping that up is Jack Latendra. Or my apologies. Missed where we're at in the order. We're at the 8th spot in the order. Runners in the corners with 2 outs. And this one is going to be an RBI single to right. Latendra coming through for his team to get them on the board. Post 29 cuts the deficit in half. And that one too low and outside, but a nice stop from Jackson Riggs. 1-0 count with runners on first and second. And a beautiful shot there on the inside zone. 1-1 count with a runner on second and first. And that one is going to be driven to left field, where Brecken Anderson will make the final out of the inning. 1 run scores off of 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back to Parkers Perry, Minnesota, where we have Breckenridge post 53 taking on Morris post 29. Morris just got on the board in the bottom of the second. Now top of the third coming your way with Jackson Riggs stepping in the batter's box. Riggs, Riley Kappas, and Paul Armitage, the 3 through 5 hitters, due up. Braden Carlson has this first one driven to center field, where it is going to be caught. Looks like one of the infielders came out for it all the way over from short. That's getting on your horse. It's going to go down as a fly out to the shortstop over there in right center. Brings up Riley Kappas, who had an RBI single his last time up. And this time he's going to try to drive a single to right, or get a single to right field, but it's going to be fouled off. 2-1 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Post 53 in the lead here as we start up the third inning. Low and inside for ball one. 1-1 count. Too far outside again. Braden Carlson. The right-handed delivery. Does that one find the zone? 2-2 count. Kappas looking to protect. Make it 2 hits for the day. And swung on and missed. Brings up Paul Armitage. He flew out to the center fielder his last time up. Trying to prevent a 1-2-3 inning. His squad up 2-1. Especially with Morris's bats potentially waking up. Gonna need some offensive production. Too high for ball one. Armitage is gonna foul that one off. 1-1 count. And that one too high. Looks like curveball broke a little late there. 2-1 count. Swung on and missed to even it up. Paul Armitage. Braden Carlson just got his first strikeout, and now he gets back-to-back. A 1-2-3 inning, no hits, no runs, no errors, and none left on. Your score remains 2-1. Heading into the bottom of the third, you're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
As the flu, your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back as we begin the bottom of the third. And once again, Breckenridge leads post 29 from Morris. Apologies for the scoreboard being incorrect. Still just using the one from yesterday as we didn't have time to whip one up with a quick turnaround. 1-0 count. And now a 2-0. Riley Kappas. Going against top of the order, Andrew Marty. Marty flew out to left field his last time up. And this time he's got his eyes on center field, where he is going to hit it all the way to the fence. Had me thinking it was out of the park for a second there. Had the pole blocking it, but it's going to be a stand-up double for Andrew Marty. Here to open up the top of the third, or the bottom of the third. And now Ben Hallman popped up to the first baseman his first time up. He's got a man in scoring position to work with. Kappas fires home, and very nice off speed on the outside part of the plate for swing and a miss. See if Kappas sticks with the curveball. Or if he's going to come back with a fast one, and then instead he's going to go with a pickoff attempt. That Charlie Craychaw had to really extend to make sure they kept it in the infield. Man on second, 0-1 count. Ben Hallman slaps that one past the second baseman for a single. And going Oppie was Ben Hallman. So back-to-back base hits. And now Ozzie Jerome steps up to the plate with no outs and runners in the corners. Breckenridge with a 2-1 lead here. Love to get it out of this inning unscathed. This one is going to be a hard fly ball to center field once again, and Lawson Oliphant tries to make the diving grab but is not able to hang on to it. Would have been a gem of a play, but it's going to go down as I go RBI single for that. I mean, I know it goes off the glove, so I know people kind of want to just automatically go error with that, but when you got to dive to get the glove there, we'll see what the game changer goes with. That's usually my cop-out. They can be the official ruler on that, but either way, a run scores to tie it up. And Morris's bats have woke up. Now they're going to try to avoid the double play here, but they get the 6-4 turn for the fielder's choice, so Breckenridge gets the first out of the inning. Leaves runners in the corners. Ozzie Jerome had the, let's see what they ruled it as. They went with hit on that. I'm good with that. Ozzie Jerome had the RBI hit on that. Was out on the fielder's choice, but Hunter Smith gets on with the fielder's choice. Brings up Travis Buss. Buss, soft grounder to second base, and Hopper tries turning it at second base, but the error is not only not going to get a run, but a run comes in. Second of the inning. As Morris, post 29, takes the lead. So with the 3-2 score, we got a quick mound visit here. Potential strategy session, it looks like. I don't think we got a pitching change at this point. As Riley Kappas is already sitting on 35 pitches. I assume he's at about halfway of what he can throw today, I assume, if he threw the 30 yesterday. Not sure how the pitch count goes with that. If you threw 30 yesterday? Oh, then you're good to go all the way then. Okay. Apologies. I thought it was like a 2-day thing that you had to like account for. Like, oh, we'll save that for tomorrow. Apparently he's got full 105 if he needs it. 1 out. And runners on first and second. Another double play opportunity potentially, but that one takes a nasty hop over at second for back-to-back errors over at second. Tough break for Breckenridge as Riley Sato gets on. Brings up Braden Carlson. Now bases loaded as every batter for Morris has gotten on base. The only out that has been made so far was on a fielder's choice. This one is fouled off. 0-1 count for Braden Carlson, who coincidentally also got on with a fielder's choice his last time through. This time he's going to pop it up. We got my first flinch of the day as that goes into the back, or through the back net. Kind of found a perfect little spot in there, but didn't hit anybody, so we got that going for us. 0-2 count. Riley Kappas with bases loaded, trying to get out of this jam. 1 out. This one driven to right center field. Will be hauled in by Paul Armitage, but the base runner is going to head into home. So an RBI sac fly there from Braden Carlson. I'm not sure if if Paul Armitage maybe understood they're going to be trying to tag up on that one. I think the throw maybe could have got in there just a hair quicker, but 4-2 is your score after the RBI sac fly. Bottom of the third inning, Morris has gotten 3 of their 4 runs here. Currently 2 outs, runners in the corners, and runners off to second. They're going to throw it back to the pitcher to see if they can get the man at third, but none doing. Maybe just didn't want to risk throwing it down to second. Even though there are 2 outs, he could get the runner, but maybe it was a risk versus reward kind of thing here. As now a 1-1 count. Riggs doing a good job keeping that one from getting in the backstop. Morris post 29 is taking the lead. We're going to add to it, and they will. A single to right field will plate 1 runner. And the other runner's going to stay put at third. So, Riley Sato advances to third. With Travis Buss scoring. And brings up Davis Mundahl. Now a 5-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard after the RBI base hit. Runners in the corners once again. And Riley Kappas. Not a bad miss there. 2-0 count. Once again, runners in the corners. And good placement there on the outside zone for strike 1, 2-1 count. For bottom of the order, Davis Mundahl. Mundahl. 3-1 count. Riley Kappas checks the runner at third. And comes back with 1 to make it a full count. Riley Kappas with the payoff pitch. Driven to center field, where Brecken Anderson will not make the grab. Actually, it will be Lawson Oliphant coming over into left center. So 4-run score off of 4 hits and 2 errors. We got a 5-2 score after 3 innings of play. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
And welcome back as we begin the top of the 4th. We got a 5-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge opened up the game by taking the lead, but a 4-run inning from Morris has swung the momentum to post 29. We'll see what Breckenridge has as they return to the plate. Gavin Hoffert opening up the top of the 4th. Last time up, he flew out to center field, I believe. Yes. And this time he'll ground to the shortstop, and a 6-3 put out is made. Brings up Lawson Oliphant. Oliphant singled his first time up and came in to score in the second inning. Oliphant. Get out of the way of that one. 1-0 count. 5-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Oliphant lays down the bunt and will not beat it out. 1-3 put out. Not a bad bunt at all, but just well played defensively. And now Charlie Craychaw will take a stab at this. Popped up to the pitcher his first time through. Breckenridge will try to get a spark here with 2 outs. They got all 5 of their runs in that first inning yesterday with 2 outs. Strike 1 from Carlson. Charlie Craychaw gets a sign from head coach Jack Heidemann. That one too low for ball 2. Apologies. 1-1 is the count. Now it's 2-1. For Charlie Craychaw. To give his squad a base runner to work with. Fouls it off. And looks like nobody's vehicle got hit on that one. 2-2 count. Craychaw waits the pitch. Too high to fill the count. Craychaw awaits the payoff pitch and has this one grounded to the second baseman for the 4-3 put out. So 3 up, 3 down. The score remains 5-2. Heading into the bottom of the 4th, you're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula. Most importantly, experience. They're talented. Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. A lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at
And welcome back to Parkersburg, Minnesota, where Morris Post 29 has built a 5-2 lead. Got 4 of those runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Breckenridge has gone 1, 2, 3 their last 2 trips to the plate, so gonna have to try to make their foes do the same with Andrew Marty at the plate. Left-handed hitter. Had that double that looked like it was gonna be a homer in the last inning to get the rally started. 0-2 count. Marty watches that curveball land a little too far outside. 1-2 count. We'll see if Cabas is going to work his way to the more inner part of the plate. And instead, he goes on the outside corner and snipes a fastball for strike 3 looking. Andrew Marty. The backwards K. Brings up the number 2 man in the order, Ben Hallman. So far on the day, he's 1 for 2. And singled and popped up to the first baseman. First one is too high and inside for ball one. This one popped up and out of play. 1-1 count for Ben Hallman. Winner of this game turns around to play Parker's Prairie. That one is popped up. Looks like Jackson Riggs will have the play. Squeezes it for out number 2. Ozzie Jerome is 1 for 2 so far with a run scored. I believe he also has an RBI as well. Potentially 2. Swing and a miss from number 18, Jerome. Big Daddy Hack there to open up the at-bat. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning in Parker's Prairie. And too far outside. Make it a 1-1 count. Cappitz's pitch. It's going to go too far outside. 2-1 count. Kappis. As the inside pitch fouled off. Just off the hand. I thought that was initially going to go so far inside he was going to have to get out of the way of that, but instead it was hittable enough to be fouled off. 2-2 count. That curveball got away from Kappis a little bit there. Landed too high and too far outside. See if he's going to go back to the off speed again here. I'm thinking he's going to try to see if he can replicate the last ring up. Instead, he's going to go inside. And it's going to be dropped to center field, but what a grab from Lawson Oliphant for the diving put out. He had one that he dove for earlier in the game that he couldn't hang on to, but not the case on this go-around. 1-2-3 inning after the gem in center field. We'll see if that's going to spark post 53. We head in the top of the 5th. They trail 5-2 against Morris post 29. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about business by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to our Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need.
And welcome back as we jump in mid at-bat as Jacob Nicholson has an 0-2 count. He'll foul this one off to keep the at-bat alive potentially. And it is going to go just foul. So nobody's hurt over there. There was a group of people lining the third base line. 0-2 count. Like the entire Craychaw Urbis gang over there cheering on Charlie. So none of my relatives took one over there. 1-2 is the count. Jacob Nicholson. We got a 5-2 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge trailing Morris post 29. As this one is going to be blooped into foul territory and hauled in for the out. And that's 8 straight batters retired. Cooper Roberts trying to avoid it being a clean sweep through the lineup. His last time he was up, he got a single. This time before that, he walked. He's been productive in both of the ABs. Watch his strike one go by. His squad down by 3 here in the top of the 5th after getting out to a 2-0 lead. And Roberts got out of the way of that one. Almost got a haircut there for free. So we got a 1-0 count. Inside pitch for strike one. Or apologies, 1-2 count. And Roberts is able to drive one past the second baseman for a single. He continues to be dominant at the plate. Brings up Logan Church. Church so far has a sacrifice bunt, and he popped up to the third baseman. So 0 for 1 on the day. He's got a runner on first to work with here. Fouled off. Logan Church. He's got a man on first. That one too high for ball 1. 1-1 count. Cooper Roberts, the man on first for Logan Church. And that one on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2 looking. 1-2 count for Logan Church. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Brings up Jackson Riggs. Flew out to the right fielder and the shortstop today. Runner on first. And 2 outs. Riggs. Chopper to the third baseman, but ends up misfielding it. So the error, which they thought was foul, they're going to talk it over, but in all the chaos, Riggs was able to take second as well. The umpires are going to talk it over and let everybody stay where they are, I guess. Yeah, it looks like an error by the third baseman. Gives Riggs first and second. So a golden opportunity for Breckenridge as they all of a sudden have 2 runners in scoring position. For Riley Kappas, the cleanup hitter. Kappas is going to put it in left field to drive in not 1 but potentially 2. Jackson Riggs is going to slide in safely. 2-run hit for Riley Kappas. Comes through once again to cut the lead to 1. And you got to give credit to Breckenridge for being aggressive on the base paths, because that is the 3rd time that head coach Jack Heideman's had a kind of a 50-50 tough call to make, but said we're going to stay aggressive on the base paths. It worked with Cooper Roberts, and now it worked with Jackson Riggs there as well. I'm trying to remember the other one they had. Lawson Alford also got sent in for a close play. 2-run score with 2 outs. And now Paul Armitage fouls this one off. 2-run single once again from Riley Kappas. Check swing from Paul Armitage. 0-2 count. He had the RBI single in the opening inning as well to score Roberts. 5-4 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that one inside, but didn't miss by much. 1-2 count. Got to protect with the 2 strikes. Armitage going to try to trade spots here with Riley Kappas at second base. 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. So Armitage hangs. Gavin Hoffert on deck. Tying run is on second. And that is fouled off. 1-2 count. Armitage waiting on the pitch. Swung on and missed. But drop third strike, and then he's tagged for out number 3. Breckenridge is able to score 2 runs. There was 1 error and 2 hits. 1 left on. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th inning with Morris Post 29 at the plate.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the or in every windshield is the only price. That way we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue. QualityToyota.net. Let's go.
And welcome back to Parker's Ferry, Minnesota, the host site for these postseason festivities for American Legion Baseball. Breckenridge was just able to cut the lead to 1 with a big 2-out rip from Riley Kappas to score a couple runs. He's driven in 3 of the 4 runners so far. For 3 of the 4 runs that they've gotten so far. Fouled off. Well out of play. 0-1 count. And at the plate is Hunter Smith. 0 for 1 on the day so far. Reached with the fielder's choice. And Logan Church is not going to be able to get there. 0-2 count for the cleanup man. Still looking for his first hit of the day. Riley Kappas delivers the curveball, but doesn't drop enough. 1-2 count. We'll see what spot he's got his eye on right now. 1-2. And that one takes a wild hop past Logan Church for the single. Did a good job of sticking the glove out there, but Hunter Smith opens up the bottom of the 5th with a base knock. Brings up Travis Buss, who has benefited from a pair of Breckenridge errors both times he's been at the plate. There was an error by the shortstop and then by the second baseman as well. And we got a pass ball. Allows the runner to move into scoring position. Breckenridge once again trailing 5-4 against Morris Post 29 here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Now 2-0 after that high fastball. Riley Kappas gives the runner a look, and he's actually going to go for the pickoff throw, and might have got there on time, but the throw was maybe a little more toward the base runner, but I don't know if it still would have been on time or not. But Riley Kappas As this one hit to the shortstop, Charlie Craychaw, who is not able to make the 6-3 put out. Too low for Logan Church to hang on to, so Travis Buss continues to get some help from the Breckenridge infield. He's got on with an error all 3 times. Brings up Riley Sato, who's also gotten on with an error and has a single on the day, too. I think Breckenridge is down for 4 on the day, by my count. As I just talk about all 4 of them specifically, they just all happen to happen at this point in the lineup. Sato is going to show bunt, but then not do anything with it, and 1-0 count after the swipe to second as well. Popped up. And Logan Church is going to haul it in. Riley Sato. With runners on second and third. Post 29 leading 5-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And this one is going to be dropped into center field for an RBI single from Braden Carlson. Leaves runners in the corners. That is 6-4 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Here with 1 out. Jackson Riggs throwing down to third, not in time. A good throw down, but none doing. And apparently we do have a post 29 scoreboard. Got it swapped in there. 0-2 is the count. Runners on second and third. This one is fouled off. Riley Kappas giving up the 1 run this inning so far. 1 out, runners on second and third. Jack Latendra fouls that one off. Braden Carlson on second, Travis Buss on third. Latendra. And Mundahl on deck. The bottom of the order. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And Davis Mundahl coming up to the plate with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. Once again, Breckenridge just needs to get this 1 out here against the bottom of the order. See if Kappas is going to try to take him himself here. Starts with an outside fastball. Ball 1. And another shot there from, or another good one from Kappas to even it up. And that one popped up. And the second baseman, Gavin Hoffert, is not going to be able to make the grab. Lost Dolphin called him off and was not able to make the grab. So a pair of runs will score. Tough break for post 53. And the error, a costly one, as Breckenridge now finds themselves down by 4 runs. 8-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Andrew Marty back at the plate. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout and a double with a run scored. Can chase that outside. 1-1 count. Breckenridge up to 5 errors on the day. And that one fouled off. Now a 1-2 count for Andrew Marty. And a man on first base. Riley Kappas. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be smacked over to left field for a single. Andrew Marty's second hit of the day. Now brings up Ben Hallman. (8-4) score. We got a courtesy runner for the catcher. And looks like it's going to be Owen Nesvik doing the courtesy running. Looks like Breckenridge making a pitching change, potentially. Currently 2 outs. Runners, well, 2 runners on. Runners on first and second. And it looks like actually we're sticking with Kappas. Once again, he can go the full 105. And you got to factor in how many pitchers you want to burn, of course, because obviously we got to focus on winning this game to keep your season alive. But if you're fortunate enough to win this game, you turn around and play right after this. And then if you're fortunate enough to win that one, you play again after that on Sundays. So makes sense to try to milk that entire pitch count, which he's got 21 left after that strike in the outside corner. This one is driven to center field. Lawson Oliphant going to be able to haul that one in for the out. Wonder if he's got a watch on that's been tracking how many steps he's gotten out there in the outfield. Busy day for Lawson Oliphant as he hauls it in, but 3-run score. We got an 8-4 score after 5 innings of play. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
And welcome back, Breckenridge. Trailing 8-4 as we begin the 6th inning against Morris Post 29. Gavin Hoffert due up for Post 53. Fouls off the first pitch. Hoffert so far on the day 0 for 2. Flew out to center field and grounded out to the shortstop. Good contact on both of them, but just couldn't find a spot. 1-1 count. Hoppert. What does that one go by the eyes for ball 2? Swung on and miss. Evens it up at 2-2. Kevin Hoffert going through the routine. And fouls that one off. It's going 2-2. We got an 8-4 score here in the top of the 6th inning. Gavin Hoppert will foul that one off. So another good hang from number 9. Braden Carlson catching up to Riley Kappas with the pitch count here. Now a full count after that ball. Gavin Hoffert awaits the payoff delivery. And too low for ball 4. Hoffert. Definitely a hard-fought walk. We'll see if that can spark the squad as Lawson Oliphant comes up to bat. He's got a single, and then he grounded out to the pitcher on a bunt attempt. His single was actually not on a bunt, though. He got that one past the second baseman to go into right field. Gavin Hoffert on first. Breckenridge down 8-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Hoffert able to get back in time. Lawson Oliphant. They get hit number 2 on the day. And this one is fouled off. Out of play. Toward all the vehicles. Had everybody worried, I'm sure. 0-1 count for Lawson Oliphant. Oliphant fouls it off. Now 0-2. Runner on first base, nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. Oliphant drives that one to center field where it's going to be hauled in for the out. Brings up Charlie Craychaw. Popped up to the pitcher and grounded out to the second baseman. With Jacob Nicholson on deck. Craychaw. That one catch the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. And talk about a tough break for Craychaw. He ducked to get out of it, tried to avoid a concussion, and was rewarded with a foul ball, as the bat also didn't go down with him. So fouls it off, and 0-2 count. And held off on the top shelf fastball. One-two count with Gavin Hoffert on first base. Charlie Craychaw is going to drive that one into center field. Similar spot to where Oliphant's landed for another fly out. And it brings up Jacob Nicholson. Jacob Nicholson so far on the day has been beamed and popped up to the third baseman. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Breckenridge down 8-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Nicholson fouls that one off. Jacob Nicholson is the 0-1 count. Swung on and miss. Now 0-2 with a man on first. And top of the order due up for Breckenridge. They foul that one off. Got my second flinch of the day. Got an open window, so that's going to be my excuse. Even though there's a fence there, clearly keeping me safe. 0-2 count with 2 outs. 8-4 score. Breckenridge trailing on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Nicholson goes down swinging for strike 3. So 1 man left on. No hits, no runs, no errors. Your score is 8-4. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, you're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live per the I3G Sports Network.
Make sure your vehicle is road trip ready and save big at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Receive up to $40 in rebates on select brake rotors and brake pads. Up to $30 in rebates on select wipers. Up to $20 in rebates on select batteries. And up to $15 in cabin air filters. Small town friendly. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. For more savings, visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
And welcome back to Parkersburg, Minnesota. Breckenridge post 53 trailing Morris post 29, 8-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Riley Kappas starts off with a high fastball. He enters this inning with 20 pitches left on his pitch count. 85 of his 105. That one too low. 2-0 count. And Andrew Marty at the plate once again. Or my apologies, Ozzie Jerome. Got my left-handed hitters mixed up. Jerome so far in the day is 1 for 3. Couple flyouts. 1 to right field, 1 to center field. It means left fielders do, right? It's out in left field. And, dropped by the shortstop, and not only is that going to be an error, but it's even more tough break because it was... Oh, they're talking about it over here. I think head coach Jack Heidemann was saying that was in foul territory. Kind of looked like it started in fair and then ended up in foul territory. I think is what the umpires saw, but... Head coach Jack Heidemann having a discussion about it. And we can see if you guys can read lips and see where Coach Heidemann's perspective is. And the dispute ends with a man on first after the drop fly ball. The 6th error for Breckenridge today. Man on first. And now at the plate, we got Hunter Smith. Smith is 1 for 2. Scored a couple runs. Got on another time where he reached for the fielder's choice. 0-2 count for Hunter Smith. Riley Kappas looking to get his third strikeout of the day. And this one is going to be chopper to the third baseman, and Cooper Roberts is not going to be able to scoop it up. Back-to-back errors in the infield for Breckenridge. Or from the infielders, I should say. So runners on first and second with no outs. Travis Buss coming up to the plate. He is the one who has been the lucky recipient of 3 errors. And this time he's going to bunt. And they try getting the lead run, and would you look at that? Buss leads to another error. And a run scores. They tried getting the lead runner on that one, but wasn't meant to be, and got a 9-4 score all of a sudden on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Post 53. having their struggles. So after the third error of the inning, Riley Kappas checks over to second, and the bunt is laid down. Kappas is going to field it, get it over to first for the out. Both runners move over. That is the first out of the inning, as Hunter Smith makes his way to third. Travis Buss into scoring position at second. Braden Carlson. He's got an RBI sac fly on the day and then a hit as well for his 1-for-2 showing. Now 0-1 after the Kappas pitch. That one is a drive to left that goes out of play. Actually off the top of the yellow plastic on top of the fence is what it hit. Runners on second and third, and that curveball doesn't find the zone. 1-2. 1 out currently. Breckenridge down 9-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and swing and a miss. Way high fastball from Carlson. Third K of the day for Riley Kappas. One of the batters he struck out was Jack Latundra, who steps into the batter's box now, who has singled in his other 2 trips to the plate. And this time it is going to be a fly ball. It'll be hauled in for out number 3 by Charlie Krejcha, and an error-filled inning, 3 of them, leads to only 1 run scoring, no hits, and 2 left on. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM. Breckenridge down to their final 3 outs potentially when we return. And you're once again listening on B92.7 FM and also watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, all part of the I3G Sports Network. And we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back, and Breckenridge is at the top of the order for the final inning. I believe this is how the last inning yesterday shook out too, where Breckenridge happened to be at the top of the order, but due up Cooper Roberts, Logan Church, and Jackson Riggs. They need 5 runs to keep this game alive here in the top of the 7th. And Roberts will foul off the first pitch he sees. Here against Morris, post 29. Roberts, who has 2 singles and a walk on the day. And make it 3 singles. Unless he can get on his horse, but it looks like it's just going to be a single. Drove that one to right center. 3 hits and a walk on the day. Cooper Roberts. Can't say you haven't been pulling your weight at the top of the order. Brings up Logan Church. He has half of his team's hits, 3 of their 6. Logan Church, though, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Also had a sac bunt to move Roberts over, as Roberts scored a run earlier in this game, too. 9-4 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Braden Carlson trying to go the entire way. Or apologies. Did they, yeah, they got Braden Carlson. Thought they made a pitching change, but just misread the number. 0-2 count, and fouled off by Church. Cooper Roberts on first base, no outs. And could potentially be the final batter for Carlson. Or one of the final batters. So he's at 102 pitches. 0-2 count for Logan Church. And we'll see if he checks swing, and he did. So strike 3 for Church. Brings up Jackson Riggs, but first they got a pitching change as Braden Carlson is going to hit his pitch count. They are going to wrap it up as they warm up the next pitcher. We'll return with the the top of the 7th inning. Breckenridge trailing Morris post 29, 9-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM, and we'll be right back.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
The flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
And welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. Breckenridge down 9-4 against Morris post 29, looking to rally here to keep their season alive. Cooper Roberts, the man on first base with 1 out. Ben Hallman taking over the pitching duties as Braden Carlson hit his pitch count for the day. He starts off with a first pitch strike against Jackson Riggs, after Logan Church got the first out of the inning by striking out, and Riggs has that one chopped to the shortstop, who tries making a fantastic double play, but ends up misfiring on the throw to first. So fielder's choice gets Riggs over to first, and Riggs actually was going to take off to second, but slipped, so he decided to hang tight. Likely the right move. So they get the lead runner, and now Breckenridge is down to their final out. Need 5 runs. With Riley Kappas at the plate. Jackson Riggs now the man on first. First pitch with the kind of sidearm shot from Ben Hallman. Pops in for strike 1. Now 1-1 is the count. Hallman, kind of a wild delivery on that one. One count, man on first. And fouled off by Kappas. 1-2 count for Riley Kappas. Breckenridge down to their final out once again here in the top of the 7th inning in Parker's Prairie. Too far inside. Kappas gets out of the way. 2-2 count. He's already got 3 RBIs and 2 hits for his team. As him and Cooper Roberts have amassed 5 of the team's 6 hits. And swung on and miss for strike 3 and out number 3. Breckenridge's season comes to an end with a 9-4 victory, or 9-4 loss to Morris Post 29. We'll take a quick break before we come back with your Miller Realty post-game show. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live per the I3G Sports Network.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome to our Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. And let's dive into it, folks. Breckenridge having their season coming to an end with a 9-4 loss. 8 errors in the loss were definitely a main factor in that. Breckenridge was, we'll run through the scoring first. They were able to get a 2-0 lead to start off the game. And then Morris got one of their own in the second to trim the lead. And then the third inning, they were able to put 4 runs on the board. Everybody just kind of had the bat ready when they stepped up to the plate in the 4th inning, and then a couple errors also factored in. But errors definitely were a big factor in the 5th inning as well, when Morris was able to get 3 more. Right after Breckenridge got 2 runs to cut the lead to 1 and had all the momentum, and then Morris closed out the game with the last 4 runs. So 9-4 the final once again. Breckenridge falling short of keeping the season alive. Morris will turn around to play the home team the host team Parkers Prairie right after this. So let's dive into your State Farm stat report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Amanda's got you covered over in Breckenridge, and Matt over in Wahpeton. We'll dive into it with Cooper Roberts, going 3 for 3 on the day with a walk as well. Scored 2 runs and plated a run with an RBI as well. He really scored 2 runs. I'm going off the game changer here, so I must have just missed that one, but I could have sworn he only had the 1 run, but that's all right. I'll roll with it. Logan Church was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Jackson Riggs 1 for 4 with a run scored. Riley Kappas 2 for 4 at the dish with 3 runs driven in. Did strike out twice, as did Paul Armitage in an 0 for 3 day. Gavin Hoffer was 0 for 2 with a walk. Lawson Alfin 1 for 3 with a run scored. Charlie Craychaw 0 for 3. And Jacob Nicholson was 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the day. So that is a... And then for Riley Kappas' pitching stats, gave up 9 hits, 9 runs. Only 1 of those runs being earned. Struck out 3 batters. Did not walk a single batter in 6 innings of work. Picking up the win for post 29 from Morris is Braden Carlson. 6 1/3 innings pitched. Gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. 2 walks and 6 strikeouts as well. And then a couple offensive tidbits for you for Morris. They got 2 RBIs each from Latundra and Carlson. And then leading the way in hits, they got 2 apiece from Marty and Latundra as well. So that is a look at your State Farm stat report once again. And we'll take a quick break, come back with your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And then your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health. Here with you, you are listening to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy. Put their knowledge and experience to A lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity.
All right, welcome back to our Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM. And time for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breck once again. And I'm going to go with the two-run single that we got from Riley Kappas in the 5th inning. Had to double-check which one it was. He had 2 times that he came through big at the plate. Had the 2-run single and then drove in a run with a single in the 1st inning as well. But I'm going to go with that one in the 5th inning because that cut the lead to 1. And like I said earlier, swung all the momentum Breckenridge's way. And it seemed like they were about to, tie the game up potentially. But from then on, it was all Morris post 29. But I'm going to go with that 2-run single from Riley Kappas for my play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency. And Kappas is going to be my runner-up for player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health here with you, because that is going to have to go to Cooper Roberts, who was outstanding at the top of the order. Literally got a hit 3 of the 4 times he was at the plate. The only time he didn't get a hit, he walked, which turned into the team's first run of the day that he scored. So fantastic day from him, fantastic season from him, and Kappas and post 53 as well. But those two both being all-conference honorable mentions for a reason. They were without their all-conference selection, Connor Ernst, today. Once again, wishing Connor a speedy recovery, and looking forward to see him when he gets back with the team. But Breckenridge has their season come to an end, and final record on the year is going to be 7-11, 7-12, apologies, for post 53. It literally just updated on the game changers, so that will do it for them. 9-4 your final. So they wrap up, or they end their season here in Parker's Prairie, falling to Morris post 29. And thank you for tuning into all the broadcasts here for this year. Now we're gonna, pending me ending up on any Wapton baseball broadcasts or anything like that, I'm going to be kind of shut it down for a bit here till the football season here. So, you know what? I guess we can shift our focus that way. But once again, thank you all for tuning in, whether you're a relative from far away or someone who couldn't make the game today. You're back home working. Either way, we very much appreciate you guys following the broadcast and cheering on all of these local kids. But that'll do it one more time. 9-4, your final score. This has been the Miller Realty postgame show. Breckenridge has their season come to an end. You've been listening on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.